Today we are going to talk about an extremely crucial military operation performed by the Indian Navy on 15th March 2024, which involved Marine Commandos, commonly known as MARCOS. MARCOS is a specialized special operations force of the Indian Navy. Its primary role is to conduct maritime and amphibious warfare, counter-terrorism operations, unconventional warfare, and rescue missions. This operation proved to be a highly successful operation for the Indian Navy, which has become quite active in anti-piracy operations of late. Indian Navy has saved many cargo vessels from the Somali pirates in the past. The latest incident is related to MV Ruen, which was hijacked on 14th December 2023 and was taken to Somali coast. The same ship was again sailed as a pirate ship for performing piracy operations in the high seas. Hello and welcome to News Affairs. Before we proceed, we request you to subscribe, share and like this channel. Unfortunately for the pirates, this vessel was intercepted around 2600 kilometers from the Indian coastline by the Indian Navy. The pirates opened fire on the Navy's warship, after which the commandos on board issued a warning to the pirates asking them to surrender. The ship involved in the operation was Indian Navy's flagship destroyer INS Kolkata, which was ably supported by INS Subhadra. MQ-9 Reapers were used for surveillance in the operation alongside P-8I maritime patrol aircraft. The special thing in this operation was that it was led by MARCOS, who were airdropped from C-17 aircraft and who safely rescued all 17 crew members of the vessel. The operation lasted for about 40 hours, which involved around 35 pirates who eventually surrendered. The operation assumes greater importance due to the fact that the vessel was hijacked 3 months ago and one sailor who was a Bulgarian national was evacuated by the Indian Navy then on grounds of an injury sustained by him. The vessel involved was INS Kochi. Indian Navy officials had negotiated with the hijackers of the hijacked vessel, and as a result of those negotiations, the injured sailor was rescued. Other 17 members could not be rescued at that point in time. However, this time the naval officials were well prepared and rescued the crew members and also caught all 35 pirates. This was a large-scale operation in which Air Force C-17 Globemaster airdropped MARCOS commandos and forced the pirates to surrender after intimidating them. Another feather in the cap of the Indian Navy was the 100% success rate of this operation without a single injury. This signifies how mature these anti-piracy operations have become for the Indian Navy, considering the fact that the pirates had opened fire on the Indian vessel and their numbers were more than the rescue team. The expertise of the Indian Navy is clearly visible. The Indian Navy is being applauded for this stupendous operation the world over. Furthermore, Indian Navy's increasing influence in the Indian Ocean region is clearly visible, especially towards the Arabian Sea. Navy's increasing influence and effectiveness in the region is also significant for the world, as around 12 to 15% of the global trade passes through this region. World's 20% container ships also pass through this region from the Red Sea to the Arabian Sea, as this is the shortest route but a dangerous one. The attacks from the Somali pirates have increased in the recent past, and hence this route is extremely important from India's perspective. Anti-piracy operations are conducted seriously by the Indian Navy. The Navy has deployed its flagship destroyers such as INS Vishakhapatnam, INS Kolkata and INS Kochi for anti-piracy operations. Such successful operations will further dent the confidence of Somali pirates, leading to reduction in piracy operations. Jai Hind.